Good evening to DeFiChain News on 2nd of March 2022, the news show that provides you with the latest updates on DeFiChain project. If you like the show, then let's go crazy on the like button. It helps the project. Subscribe and click the bell button. And stay until the end because we will talk about the next shows and dates, and there will be a lot of them today. But before we start with the headlines, I would like to welcome my co-moderator and expert of DeFiChain, Lord Mark. Good evening, Mark, to this news show. Exciting times. Disney will join DeFiChain. We will talk about it.
Maybe we with highest anticipation if Mickey's gonna join us tonight. Let's see.
Right.
How are you tonight?
Fine. Wednesday, always a good day in the week.
Cool.
Work is over, and now it's the fun part of today. Hopefully, also for you, late in the night.
It's
midnight,
always late. It's always
over.
graveyard shift here, but it's always good fun. My lovely wife sleeping, and I do the news show is here. That's great. I love it.
Cool. Then let's jump into the headlines.
Let's do that.
So, what we have today, for sure, we will talk about the new dTokens. The voting round is over, and we will present the results. A short update on the Lightwallet. We will have a short look on Jelly, our mascot of DeFiChain. A short summary of the updates, DeFi Scan and the DEX page. The regular point community project. Here we also present some updates. And the last important point today also is the next dates. What will come next on DeFiChain. Then.
Exactly. And I just see that we have the wrong date, and that's my fault. It's the 2nd of March and not the 23rd of February. I just saw. Okay.
Nobody would recognize it if you have not talked about it.
I have to own my mistakes here. Okay. Cool.
Then voting of the new dTokens. We had 4 days time to vote. What happened?
Yeah, it was interesting. So it was our second voting round now, our second kind of public voting round for the dTokens. Surprisingly, we had far less votes than the last time. So we had, 10% less than the last time. So 1,327 votes were cast. Yeah, it was interesting. It stayed really exciting until the very end. So I was pretty sure that we're gonna have some big favorites that gonna win from beginning to end, but it wasn't like this. It was like, I think the winner was very clear very quickly, and then it was a really hard battle for a second and third runner-up, and interesting outcome. I think people were not so excited this time. That's my personal interpretation. Maybe that's why, or it was maybe the second round, that's why people didn't vote so much. So please, next time, really participate. It's really awesome to see as many as people voting here as possible. But yeah, still, I think we've got a good outcome. I mean, it can't be wrong, right? I mean, over 1,000 people voted, so I think let's jump right in, and then we talk about the implementation, how we're gonna do with the tickers. Okay, let's do that.
Every vote counts, right? We will see.
Absolutely, and I think masternodes and ticker voting is super important. So, little interpretation of the event. So the winner that was very clear from the very beginning. I mean, I think Microsoft took the first place very quickly and very strong. I mean, 61% of votes is a very nice result. But then it was like it became very unclear who takes second place here. And second place here is Netflix, quite surprisingly. Third place is Facebook, Meta, how they call themselves now, and fourth place is ETF, Vanguard 500. What we also said is a little bit surprising because it is quite similar what we have already. But yeah, nevertheless, everybody was actually saying Twitter would be a hot candidate, but Twitter didn't make it. didn't even reach 30%. Mickey Mouse didn't make it. So yeah, I think it was quite surprising what happened this time. So I didn't expect that outcome. What's your opinion on the result this time, DC?
Yeah, it was a really interesting voting. The fifth place took Intel, and they had just 4 votes
It was
less
crazy.
than the Vanguard 500 ETF. So really participate. Every vote counts. It's a perfect example to show that it could be nearly parity voting, and one vote is.
I had out of these 4, if it would be Lotto, I would have 1 count here. So I was voting for Microsoft, but I was voting, for example, for Twitter, didn't come. I was voting for Disney. I was voting for Nestle. So I was completely wrong this time. So the majority decided different, but it's cool.
Okay, so that's the result. And now jump back.
Implementation. Let's jump back
Implementation,
to the implementation.
next steps.
Okay, next step. So pretty fast, like we did it the last time. So it means on the 3rd of March, the token go online. This is actually tomorrow, Thursday. Then you're gonna see them on the DEX, right? Then on the 4th, we're gonna have the reward announcement. Like from the last time, the reward's gonna get distributed now because we've got more ticker. So we have to kind of distribute the existing rewards over more pools. So this is gonna be announced on Friday. On Monday, the full rewards kicking already, and then we're gonna announce a block, and there's gonna be a timer, a countdown as well. So we're gonna post it on Twitter and on an announcement channel. So that means you're gonna see the token on the DEX most likely tomorrow already. Most likely you can join the pools already, but there's not gonna be any rewards. The DEX fees gonna be paid out, of course, the commissions. And we're gonna talk about DEX fees a little bit later, I guess, as well. But the full party starts on the 7th of March. Like last time, it's gonna be interesting how people are gonna behave. Most likely, big push into the pools, massive rewards. They're gonna drop pretty fast.
Yeah.
So take it easy, guys. There's not much money to be made anymore, unfortunately, to be really fast. It's a party that lasts a couple of minutes or hours only, and then everything smoothens out. But it's always fun. These Mondays are always fun. So, is there something else? No, I think the ticker voting is, we said
that was the current voting round. So next news show, everything is live. Also the rewards. And then we will have the next voting round at the end of March. So every month we will add 4 new tickers to DeFiChain to reach the goal of, what was it? 50?
Around 50, we said. Around 50 would have been the goal for 2022. But would be crazy. I know no other project who's got so many dTokens live.
Okay. So then have a look on the next topic of today's news show, the Lightwallet. Nearly regular, every week an update. What happened?
Yeah, it's great. Hey, they had, like I said, nearly every week an update. Sometimes you look at it and you think it looks so different, and then you really have to think. So I normally go on the release notes on the Apple Store and then figure out what happened. So they did a couple of really nice tweaks. So now you see it on the DEX page. You see the US dollar value of the pooled tokens displayed now. You also see the price per token. And they fixed a couple of bugs. What I also find very nicely, you see the APRs now very, very visual displayed on the right side in green color. So it's a lot of visual things that they've done. So the user interface is becoming a little bit prettier and easier to read. I think great changes, and highly appreciated the work of the wallet team in the background. I love this new update. It's really good. So who missed it, just click the download button on your App Store or Google Play Store if you haven't automated it so far. It's really pretty to see, and it's really helpful to see the different prices displayed now. It's a good one. I like that. It was one of my favorite updates.
It's amazing to see how the Lightwallet develops. Just imagine, it's less than a year old. They released it in summer last year, and the continuous improvement there made the progress or the state where we are currently. And if we extrapolate it in the future, in 1 year, it will be a really crazy wallet.
Yeah, and the crazy thing this is, I was very skeptical when I heard about the Lightwallet first.
Yeah,
You
I know.
remember? I said, no,
Yeah.
I'm not sure. And I love it. I really love it. I live on the Lightwallet. It's like, okay, there we've got an alarm here. It's really awesome tool, yeah. I became a big believer and power user already. There's so much more. In your tech talk, DC, there's going to be a lot of new updates and information, right? I think this is something to mention. Cool.
Okay, then have a look on the Jelly DeFiChain's Mascot. What's happening here? We see it in the background.
We see it in the background flying around a little bit, landing on your shoulders here. So Jelly becomes more and more active in the community, or Jelly is the community actually.
No, this way.
Here he is, chup chup, kiss kiss. So the story is Jelly's got his own Twitter account and he hasn't got enough followers yet. So if I click on I don't know how many followers he's got so far. I think he's got only 377 followers. So I think it's absolutely needed. He needs more support. First of all, he's really funny and has got some really, really awesome posts already, or tweets, how to say, on Twitter. So really follow Jelly. Jelly is managed by two people in the background. It's Lazar from the Accelerator team and Ain. These are the people behind Jelly. So yeah, follow him and interact with Jelly. He's very active. It's really nice to see that the Mascot gains more and more influence here in the project, and that's why he's also here in the news show, and there are a couple of really nice animations that you can use. And yeah, you use him. I think he's very easy to recognize and a strong part of our community already. So much about Jelly.
Small remark from my side. We also put it on the official DeFiChain YouTube channel as the new banner.
Right.
You
go away.
You talked to Lazar that he will create us a banner. It looks very much better than the old one, nearly 2 years old. So great update.
Thank you very much, Lazar. Thank you very much, Accelerator team, for doing the banner. Great cooperation, great teamwork there. Really love it. Looks good.
Okay, then we jump to the next update, DeFi Scan, our landing page for the ecosystem. What happened there?
Yeah, DeFi Scan is getting better and better. I think it's an essential part in our ecosystem now, because they added a couple of new things. So they added now the total DFI that have been minted, the total circulating supply, the total DFI burned. So it becomes more and more the central hub of information. I mean, we still have DeFiChain Analytics, your page, but I think the guys implement a lot of these ideas now also on DeFi Scan. Check it out. It's really nice to see these key statistics, because not everybody knows about your page as well. So it's really cool to see that these things come together. Also trading volume, you can check out the trading volume there now on the DEX page. What is really cool to see, I think. And what they also did is now, I think we had this long time ago on the old website, that you have now the APR is split up into commission and rewards. The people use DFI.tax know that already. And it's really interesting to see that some pools have quite high trading fees. And you mentioned that before. DC, when people always say, what will happen if the rewards go down? If the pools are big and people are really trading in and out and investing in or putting their tokens in liquidity mining, there's a lot of trading fees generated, and you can make quite nice money. Some pools have up to 10% yearly trading fees already. It's a lot of hay. Yeah, I wouldn't underestimate that. It's really cool to see, and you can see this now on the DEX page as well.
Cool, great. So also here we see one update after another. Great to see how it grow, and I think in the tech talk we will also have a look what's planned and happening next. Then from this update to the next update, community projects. Here we have just a little bit today to talk about. So everyone is welcome to give us the latest information. What happened?
It's a bit quiet out there, at least this week. So we are used that we get a lot of updates. So first of all, guys, check out the Italian news show. They had their premiere last week. Congratulations, very well done, guys. They have 200 viewers already for their first show. That's pretty cool. Help them to grow the channel. Even if you don't speak Italian, like the show, subscribe to the channel, maybe share the show somewhere and watch the show. They need watch time. Even if you don't understand it, let it run in the background. Watch time is so important on YouTube for every video. So every show and every content creator that you want to support, if this is Kevin or Manu or whoever this is out there, watch their shows, let it run. It's really, really helpful for the YouTube algorithm. So that was a great start already. Second project that gave us some feedback, or where DC, where you also did some research here, is the DeFiChain Accelerator team. So they signed a contract with a PR and influencer agency, and they're gonna start working together next week. That's pretty cool. I think there's a lot what they have lined up. Then we had a Brave campaign end of last year. Next Brave campaign, so for the Brave browser, next Brave campaign is also lined up, 19th and 31st of March. So that's in about 2 and 4 weeks. Check it out. They're gonna create new cool wallpapers that's gonna be downloadable, and the 5 Stacks website that is really awesome. How to buy DFI, how to trade DFI, how to liquidity mine, all these things. It's also gonna be overworked and gonna be available there. So check out the Brave browser. I became a Brave browser user since we started doing these activities. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Honestly, half a year ago, I didn't even know that the Brave browser exists. So now
I used it before.
Yeah, you did. I used the Brave browser. I said, what's that? Never heard about it. It's pretty cool, actually. It works really nicely. And last but not least, there's an airdrop plant. So they are zooming on the airdrop on CoinMarketCap. And also on CoinMarketCap, there's this Learn and Earn campaign planned. This is going to be most likely early summer. It's quite a big project and they really want to make it really cool and awesome. So they're working on it. They're on track with it. It was scheduled for Q2, beginning of Q3 of 2022. So everything seems to be quite on track and a lot of stuff is coming our way.
Cool, really cool. Looking forward to Apollo mission and what's happening there. Then, last topic for today, future dates, our long list. So everyone get ready and you can start.
Normally it's kind of clickbait, right? Or watch bait, or however you want to say, stay until the very end. But there's really a lot of stuff. So tomorrow, Twitter Space. dToken discussion is taking place at 12:30 Central European time tomorrow. Julian's gonna be there. I think you're gonna be there. Yusin's gonna be there. Fabio's gonna be there. I don't know, a couple of more people. I think it's really about explaining what's the latest outcome of the big discussion on Reddit that you started quite a while ago, and then resulting out of that, most likely a DeFi chain improvement proposal is going to be generated. So check it out. It's also going to be uploaded, but nothing better than being there live if you have the time in your lunch break. Be there. Then next voting round is coming. We just concluded the ticker voting. Now we have to jump into the DFIP and CFP voting round. So until the 14th of March, please upload your proposals to GitHub, if possible, as soon as possible, to Reddit and start a discussion. I saw there's not much there yet, but I'm sure a lot of people have great new ideas. Upload it on Reddit for discussion, then GitHub until 14th of March. 21st of March, the voting starts already. Between the 14th and the 21st, most likely, we're gonna introduce the winners of the community voting on Reddit to do a YouTube show with us to introduce themselves to a larger audience. 28th, the voting gonna conclude already, so a week later, like we always do it, and on the 30th, then 2 days later normally is the news show. And in parallel to that, because we're gonna plan on having a hard fork pretty soon, because we're gonna do the dToken premium DFIP, and then if the DFIP is voted with a yes, then of course we have to do a hard fork, and the hard fork is then planned for the 7th of April. very tight timeline, and before on the 30th of March is gonna be the node release. So guys, if you're confused, no wonder. It's gonna be nearly every week is a milestone. I think we're gonna put this in a nice post and post this on the announcement channel on Twitter tomorrow. So 14th, 21st, 28th, 30th, and then on the 7th of April would be the next hard fork. Then news show next week. Okay, everybody knows that already. And your Tech Talk TC was postponed until the 17th of March. So it's gonna be in 2 weeks.
Right. So tomorrow, Twitter Space instead of Tech Talk, because we saw the community wants to talk about the dToken premium, and Tech Talk is not very urgent, so we shifted a little bit later on. Yeah.
Good.
A lot of dates, a lot of progress on DeFiChain, a lot of things are happening. That was all for today. Official part. Everyone here live, stay until a short break, and we will answer some questions. For the rest of you, see you soon, talk to you on Twitter, and have a great evening.
Good evening, guys. Thank you. See you
Bye
around.
bye.
Bye bye.